Hey, I wanna make another video because I don't know. I've just been thinking about the men and women gender, whatever you want to call it, because I've been watching TikToks about it. I tore my back muscle, so I've been on TikTok for literally 10 hours a day. And one of the accounts that I've been watching is like pretty much a separationist, and she doesn't think that women should have anything to do with men. And the one thing I don't like about all of these women is they pretty much all say like men hate you, like men aren't capable of being good partners. But so it's like take their money if like because that's the one thing you're gonna get out of them. Um, I had my own kind of like brushes with sex work, and I don't think it's like a good path to go down. So I don't like that all these women are like saying that. I don't think. I'm sorry, I'm in so much pain right now because I pulled my back muscle. Um, I don't. I just don't think it's good. I don't think you should be with a man for his money. But I was trying to think if like I agreed with her or not, and I will say I do not have a lot of experience with guys. Um, and my experience with guys has been like overwhelmingly what people would call negative. But I kind of have like a weird experience because most of my experience with guys was when I was like cooking up with guys in college, and this was before I like found God, and I was pretty much just like totally cut off from my emotions, and I was really just like hooking up with guys just for like the excitement of it, or just because I was bored. And I'm like very like introspective and self aware, and I can say like that is why I was doing it. And a little bit like finding my worth in my body, like wanting validation that I was like good looking. Um, but most of it was like, oh, like, if I'm going out, I want to hook up with a guy because otherwise the night will just be boring. So, and I don't like look at those years as like traumatic or anything. Like I didn't expect anything from guys. And I think that was a little like less disappointing than like going to guys and expecting a relationship or expecting them to be like XYZ. Like I didn't even talk at this time, so I wasn't like there wasn't enough like interaction. Um, my all so much of my, or I would say all of my like super negative interactions with guys happened when I was living in New York. Guys in New York are like obsessed with thinking that girls are gold diggers. Like I can't even tell. Okay, I kind of have a story. So I went on a date with this guy, right? I met him on Tinder, and I saw him, and he was like a huge catfish. Like I'm not trying to be mean, but like I guess he had like one good picture. He had like one professional picture that he took. And he must have been like wearing makeup or they just like photoshopped him or something because it did not look like this guy at all, right? So I meet this guy and he's like a huge catfish. I'm not attracted to him, but I'm like, okay, I'll like sit through this date to be polite, right? And he's telling me about his job, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to be like, maybe like a bartender, but really I just want to have like a family. Like I don't want to work. And it's still true that I don't want to work. I don't know if I want to have a family. I don't know if that was like a genuine goal of mine or something that like I was told I should want. Um, but that's what I said. Like whatever. And a big point I'm going to make in this video is I do think that it's programming on both sides. Like it's programming on girls to want to be a stay-at-home mom, and it's programming on guys to think that that's all that girls want. And yeah. So I said that, and then he was talking about his job, and he worked from home, and he wanted to quit. And I was like, oh, why do you want to quit? And he was like, oh, I don't like the office politics, or it's like too social for me. And I have a brother, and my brother at the time was talking about how he wanted to quit his stay at home job because he wanted more socialization, right? So I was like, oh, really? Like it's stay at home, but it's too social for you? Because that's kind of funny, right? And wow, you he was like, wow, you really don't want to work. Like implying that I was trying to not like curious that it was a work from home job, but still too much socialization, but implying that I wanted him to stay at this job because I, who was just like at the state to be polite, wanted him to stay at the job so he could be the father of my children and support me. Like that's what he said. So I just ended the date right there because honestly, like I've had so many negative interactions with guys, but I've never been someone to like keep on dating someone. Because if you can't be like baseline polite to me for like however long the first date is, like an hour, like if you can't go through that without just like saying something shitty, then it's like I don't see like it's obviously not going to be a good like relationship, right? And that's just a story I wanted to tell. That's what. Oh my god. One time I hooked up with this guy, right? And it was like my last day of work. I once I got out of college, I didn't hook up with guys super often. I think like I hooked up with like two guys that year. I hooked up with this guy, and while I was like asleep, drunk, he was like trying to get me to act like a bottle service girl. And he was like, "Oh, like, would you pop it for like $1,000 or something?" Like something you would say to a bottle service girl, trying to get me to like be like, "Yeah, like, give me your," like trying to like trap me into me saying like, "Oh yeah, like I'll do this for money." Like, so that's what dating in New York is like. It's like a nightmare. It's a nightmare, and like so. Oh my god, I had the worst date ever in New York. I can't even talk about it. It's so bad. It was all guys who just assumed that girls want you for your money, or maybe they just assumed a poor like me wanted them for their money, and it was like zero like respect or like being treated like a human. And I can take it like I think parts of it were true in the sense that I kind of did want to find a guy who I could like settle down with and who could like support me and stuff. But in another sense, it wasn't true because I also wanted to, like, I wouldn't be with the guy just for his money. I tried going down that route. I thought I could do that, but through God's grace, I just never could go through with it. Um, and it's a little bit sad because it's a little bit like those guys were just valuing themselves for their money, like if they had different aspirations and stuff. And it definitely was like a New York thing, I think. Like that's just like the dynamics that are in that city. And I was really relieved on TikTok when I saw that other women went through the same thing, where it's like every guy thinks you're a gold digger. But yeah, like those were my like traumatic guy interactions, like trying to even just hook up with guys like in New York, just like traumatic, like genuinely like traumatic. Um, so those were all of my like, and I could have like written off my experiences. Like my experiences with guys just in and of themselves wouldn't have been enough to turn me off guys, even though I was someone like who was used for their body and who was like disrespected or guys would be mean to me, like that did happen to me. But it wouldn't have been enough for me to be like, what's wrong with guys? Like, what's up with that? If I hadn't had so many married guys hit on me. I mean, that's really when I was like, because that then it's not like, oh, something's wrong with my dynamic between me and another guy. It's like something's wrong with their dynamic between that couple's dynamic. Um, so that's what really made me start questioning things more, I guess. Like, questioning if I wanted to get married, because, like, what's the point if the guy, like, isn't even going to be loyal to you? Um, I know these thoughts are, like, all over the place, but I'm just trying to, like, I kind of came to a conclusion for myself. Like, I think that I'm really good at reading guys. Like, I think that all the guys that treated me shittily, they were all kind of guys that I didn't have a good. Like, even the two guys I talked about, they're all guys that who, if I was like 100% following my gut, like, I wouldn't have slept with. You know what I mean? I mean, not that I slept with the first guy. I didn't technically sleep with the second guy either, but I was like doing everything but. Um, like, I think for me, like, every single time a guy's been mean to me or has been like whatever to me, I always kind of like knew they would like turn out like that. And I think I'm like, maybe everyone thinks this about themselves, but I think I am like really good at reading people. And yeah, it just is what it is. I do think I've met like genuinely nice guys. And another big thing for me, I think part of why I was kind of like naive to guys is because I have a brother who is gay, who like I know for a fact is like doesn't hate women and isn't like befriending women. Like a lot of his friends are girls. He's not like befriending them because he wants to sleep with them, obviously. So I think that kind of like protected my image of guys because I was like I am close with the guy and I do he does have emotional intelligence. And that's what I'm saying. I think part of it is just like how guys are socialized. Um, so I think for me, like I definitely like have learned a lot in the sense that like I have spent a lot of time like reading other people's opinions, other people's experiences, and I'm definitely a lot more like clued into the fact that like so many husbands talk shit about their wives, like men can be really dangerous in your life and like they can like kill you or hurt you or even though obviously I knew that, but I never really like thought about it that much. Like I think I've like kind of just gathered more experience, not just my own experience. Because again, my own experience is not great, but also like other women who've like dated guys or like I think I never like wanted to like I never want to think that people can just like completely fake like being into someone for sex. Because again, like the guys that I was with weren't even doing that. Like I guess like I just like wasn't respected enough to even get that like girlfriend treatment. Like I always just like, and I am like more masculine in some ways. Where I'm like whatever, like we're having sex. Like back then, like okay, fine, like let's do it. Like I didn't need to be like tricked or anything. But apparently, like guys do that, and like that's something that I should be aware of because now I'm not putting out, so now guys are like gonna try to approach me with that angle probably. Um, so just like learning from other people's experience and being more realistic about like what guys do and what guys are capable of. I've already I already kind of came to the conclusion that I just like wanted to be celibate. And I think for me, like I have a weird personality. Like I'm not gonna have chemistry with everyone, and also not everybody needs chemistry. Like I see a lot of couples where I'm like, I would never be happy like if that was my level of connection with my boyfriend. You know, that we just like, don't seem connected to each other, but they're happy with it. I personally just need like a higher level of connection. I guess, or chemistry. Like, so I think for me, like, again, like I don't like get along with everyone. I don't like everyone. Like, I only like a specific kind of guy. Like I get annoyed easily. Like, I think there's probably been like three guys in my life who I've had like genuine like chemistry with, and it wasn't just like, oh, like I think they're hot or like whatever. And I think if I ever met, and I think if I ever met a guy like that again, I would be open to like having a relationship with him. But I'm also just like way more annoyed with guys in general. Like I don't like when guys give me attention. Like it's kind of just like gross and annoying and not flattering. Like that's really changed for me. Like I used to like need, or I don't know. I'm kind of selling myself short, but like I used to really be like I wanted guys to think I was attractive, and now it's like who cares? Um, I think I'm just like gonna be like not like gonna be like like maybe just because I'll just like sleep with them just because like whatever. Like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna be like, just like stay true to like that inner compass that I have. And nothing is really gonna like, I don't feel like I have to like hate guys. I am curious, like, if it's true that they just like don't like love the same or have the same emotions as girls. I don't know, cause like, I am close to my brother, and like, I think it's almost like I might be more like a guy, and like I might be different from other girls. It makes me sound like a huge like pick me, but I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know if every guy who's like who loves his who says he loves his wife is just pretending. Like I hope it's not, because that is what some people are saying. Like I would be curious if I could ever get a guy to be honest with me. Like I would love that. Um, I think there's exceptions to everything. I think guys are definitely capable of like at least empathy. Like, so I don't know if it's true that guys just see girls as objects. Um, I guess for me, it kind of comes down to like if I have chemistry with someone, I like really enjoy being around them, and if I really like and respect them, then like that would be enough for me. And then I just have to trust that he's not seeing me as an object, or I don't know. But honestly, like it happens so rarely. Like I can just reevaluate if it ever does happen again, and also just be okay with being single. And like I definitely don't need a guy like that. It's just a fact. Like I've gone 25 years of my life without one. So, but yeah, that's kind of like what I think. Like I do think guys are capable of empathy. Again, like my brother does have empathy. And he was also someone who like stood up to other guys and told them not to talk about girls a certain way. Um, so I'm not ruling out every single guy ever, and I've seen guys have empathy, like in a way where they weren't trying to sleep with me. I'm also just gonna be way less naive about guys and their intentions and what they're willing to do to like get laid. And I'm gonna trust myself because I have like an uncanny ability to read people, and I'm always right. So yeah, that's my update.